Today on Commonly Good MTG, we're playing with a deck called Rakdos Punisher. Rakdos meaning red and black, Punisher, I would guess, because we basically punish them for everything that is pretty much done. And we're just grinding them down with onesie twosies from all over the place. If that sounds good to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to a Commonly Good MTG. I'm your host, your master of ceremonies on this journey towards fun and enlightenment, Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Film before a live studio audience. Thank you so much, Yukon Socket. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, posted by a poor planeswalker called Rakdos Punisher. Rakdos Punisher. All right, so poor planeswalker, that dude puts out tons of great decks. I highly recommend you look him up if you haven't done so already. And the thing is we're playing Rakdos. I love Rakdos decks. Love them. Why is that? Because there's like a 50% chance that Urabrask Forge will be in them at any particular point. Is Urabrask Forge in this deck? No. But there's a lot of other good stuff in there. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards that are in this deck. We'll talk a little bit about how this deck should work, and then we're going to go ahead and crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got today? Well, it should all be about grinding people down. 1 point at a time, 2 point at a time, something like that. Let's see what we got going on. This does 1 point of damage every time we put out a land. And he has the ability to put out a duplicate of himself if you got 3 mana. So that would be 2 points of damage for every time you put out a land. Let's see. Anytime you attack with one or more lizards, you do 1 point of damage. Creature kill. Essentially creature kill. And it gets rid of hexproof. And ward. Suck it. This guy is the crazy guy. Whenever a player, including yourself, casts a non-creature spell, this deals damage to that player equal to the number of non-creature spells they've cast this turn. So when they do it their first time, they take 1 point of damage. If they do it a second time, that's 2 points of damage. You'll see how this is even crazier in the near future. They'll take a point of damage anytime they draw a card. This guy, anytime you cast a lizard, you do 1 point of damage to an opponent. Anytime that a player, including yourself, casts their second turn or their second spell each turn, it only does it to an opponent. So, it'll do, even if I do it twice, it'll do 2 points of damage to target opponent. There we go. Suck it. This guy's awesome. So they do 2 spells in one turn, they take 2 points of damage. I do 2 spells in one turn, they take 2 points of damage. Yeah. This guy says whenever a lizard, which in the case, let's just do lizards, would deal damage to a player or a permanent, it deals damage +1. So therefore, this will be 2 points and 2 points and 2 points and 3 points, all that kind of stuff. So we're just ranking it in. What do we got here? 2 points anytime they draw a card. You gain 2 anytime you draw a card. Great, that's it. So you can see it's all just anytime something happens. They're drawing cards. I'm attacking. I'm playing lizards. People are playing more than 1 spell per turn. Damage. But here's what Axonil does. Whenever a red source would deal damage of the non-combat type to an opponent, then you deal damage equal to Axonil's power instead. So that means instead of doing 2 points, it would do 4 points. And then if we had this guy out, it'd be doing 5 points. And if this guy was pumped to 5, it'd be doing 5, then potentially 6 points. So yeah, and the more things we got going on, causing that stuff to happen with Axonil out, it's doing 4 or 5 or 6, whatever this guy's doing. And if you got these guys even more, just per each instance of that happening. So we take a great amount of individual onesie-twosie kind of damage and turn it into 4z kind of damage. All right, so what are we doing? We're getting guys out. We're going to try to attack in an aggro kind of way if we can. We're going to grind, and then hopefully take people out before they can mount any sort of counterattack against us. That's pretty much it. All right, so before we go and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black Queen Sheoldred, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and hear the lamentations of the women. All right, playing against ItsHanz. ItsHanz. Two mana. Yeah, I gotta just do it. Get these guys out early, let them do some damage. I mean, I like the idea we can get two of them out and all that stuff, but trying to wait for that, it just feels like it's money left on the table. One thing I don't like about these fairies is their eyeballs look like they're just painted on the outside like Barbie dolls. Like they don't have actual like inset eyes. They're just sort of like sunglasses worn on the front of their skulls. Whoa. All right, Blackcleave. The damage I had to take like a sucker. I'm thinking I'm getting Axonil out next turn. That's not great. No matter what, you can't do anything about it. You can block it. All it's going to do is kill that. Get rid of his battle cry. Just give him a bat. If you want to play some non-creature spells, then Magebane Lizard can start doing some major damage to you. That's 4 points. Yeah, I'm thinking the Iridescent Vinelasher's got to suck it. Oh, good for us. That's 4 more points. What? Oh, he's black, that's why. Let's see. Who does the more damage here? Alright, so if I go in with any of my guys, they all die. So we'll say no attacks at this point. So I get him to just, well, I guess it'll only be doing 4 points damage. Like I say, you could do a couple of non-creature spells right now. That'd be great. There's one. Yeah, there's 14. I can't do anything about it. I'm dead. I can block one. That's how I could do it. I could block, I could block, I could block, I could block. No pumping. That's against the law. There we go. I'm down to one. All right, I think I got this. Don't kill me. And we win! Suck it! Suck it! All right, playing against Plat 8. Nope. Here with the additional for each opponent who lost life this turn. All right, that could be kind of cool. Turn 1. Turn 2. I see, and the combo is Axonil. Says going for our stuff. I'd love to get you out, Axonil, but something makes you think we're not going to be able to make it to you. You just forced him to discard. That was my next card. Oh, I should have attacked first. That's what I should have done. He's down to 9. Axonil would be the great card to get out next. I don't have 4th mana. What am I rocking here, though, with 7? Maybe enough to even just kill him next turn regardless. You did get it. All right, it's down to 6. We're showing lethal big time, and we win. That's all there's to it. Victory! All right, playing against Alcantara. Alcantara. Get a little darker in here. Toggle some of these candles off. All right, we're lizarding up like lizard's lizard. We need to get a black so we can get Iridescent Vinelasher out. Yeah, suck it, man. Punish people for playing spells. Axonil, nice next turn will be super cool. Hopefully Hard Claw will live. And it did. All right, let's combo up, babies. Combo. Down to 4. Oh, boy. Iridescent Vinelasher and Land and Axonil is going to be fantastic. Don't kill him. Don't kill Axonil. And we win! It didn't even give me a shot. Victory! Alright, playing against Oblivion. Actually, I like these quite a bit. They're fairly decent because they can be fast. They're single color. And you get out a swamp or a mountain. That's hard to believe. That, you know, why wouldn't it be a mountain to make it also potentially be another mountain? All right, there's little boy. Chew this guy up. We're gonna take one. We don't seem to have much of a point. We can't kill it with Go for the Throat. For it is an artifact. Hopefully we can wear his deck out. That'd be great. Skrelv, huh? Well, I could take out... See, yeah, I'm going to take out the Bloated Contaminator because you can't do any Skrelv while blowing chunks here. That is my only course of action at this moment. Everything costs 4 and I can't get it for 4th mana. All right, come on, Chachi. I can't believe that your deck is coming at me with this hard. It's... What is going on is the question. All right, Sheoldred. I know that you could just go ahead and give one of your guys protection from black, and that'll happen, but next turn we'll have Axonil. And hopefully we can start setting in on you for card draw at 4 or 5 points a turn. 4 would be good. Okay, you're not gonna do Skrelv. There we go. I bet you may not even attack at all this turn. I mean, you could do Skrelv. That'd be fine. You could pop them open. You can let one of the other guys in. You'll be doing 1 point of damage and 1 point of proximity. And 2 that way. All right, now take 4 points of damage. You can get 3 guys through. If you just went berserk on me, you'd probably end up winning the game. Tears you down to 9. Why does that not work? Oh, because it has to be red? Red source. So shoulder doesn't count. Oh, that sucks. No tax. Crazy. All right, that's a red source. There we go. There's 7. No tax. All it takes is me to put out one more lizard, and we win. I can block 4. You can get 3 through. You can target one of his guys. He could probably win the game. Otherwise, I win. No, I still have to get a lizard. You block with there anyway. 1, 2. You want to block with 3 of your guys. I can win just by just going in crazy. There's 9. You better have something good in your last card there, otherwise I win. Oh, you got 7 out of nowhere there. All right, I can't go at you this way. I just got to go in. If I target any of your guys, then I end up getting killed. So I have to go in for all that damage. You can block 1 card. I win. I win. There's nothing you can do about it there. You got life gain, though. Maybe. You only get 1 point out of the deal. You can't block with anybody else. I win. I have to convince myself here. I win, right? I win. I'm going to do 3, 6. Yeah, I'm going to do, what, 10? There we go. Victory! All right, playing against Scrub Lord. Say no, just say no to poop dragons. Yikes. The problem is I put out the Magebane Lizard, which would be great, other than the fact that I just got nothing but stuff to do that's going to totally smoke me. So maybe I'll wait on that. All right, there you go. All right, we got another one of those in it. We got 2 of them in it, technically. Nice. That seems like the way this guy's going. All right, let's just keep... We're ready for it? No, let's just chill out. All right, got him down to 10. Magebane Lizard against this guy's be fantastic. He's not going to put out any real creatures. The sucky part is we only got 2 mana out of this whole deal. All right, got him down to 7. We're going to lose a guy. All right, that's fine. Cool. Now it's time for the Magebane Lizards. At this point, I'm okay. He hasn't even touched me yet. See, those are the guys we're going to be burning them on. He's out of mana. He had that one more. All right, cool. If I attack now, both those guys will be dead. I'll get him down by 2 more points. Let's just do it. He's down to 3. We get out the Needlehead next turn. Another Magebane Lizard would be really super cool. Oh, now he's just done doing it, huh? What do you require, Ward 1? All right, draw your card. There you go. Now just play anything and you die. Just not stuff you already got in play. And we win somehow. Victory! Oh, because we get attack in. All right, playing against 2 guy, 87. All right, Foxes, I like you. You guys can stay out. Ooh, I really like the way this deck's going. Hopefully we can keep our guys in the battlefield. Because next turn we got the Flamecaller, and then these guys are even, well, at least the higher claw would be twice as damage. Let's say, yeah, it's lizards, otter, mouse, or raccoons. All right, you want to chump? We could double chump here. These are all things that could be done. Alright, this would be great. Now we can have a bunch of damage. Oh, but those are black. That's why. Alright, cool. Let's put in the 3/3. If you want to invest in your guy, you can. I'll just go ahead and kill him. That's a guy that's going to have to die. I did kill both of them on this next turn. Unless they have ward. Doesn't look like it. And we win! Suck it! Alright, playing against Citizen in Core. Two mana. And there's only 22 in this thing, so I guess it's not to be unexpected. Singleton. All right, man, I'm going to screw you over. You want to get rid of it? Get rid of it. But you take the damage for doing so. Got another. Little suicide bomb right there. Alright, so if I want to get rid of that guy, I can get rid of him anytime. It's fine. Let's just do the Valley Flamecaller. Alright, we could throw down an Axonil. That'd be even cooler, dude. Alright, there's 4. I just get killed here in a second. Yeah, that was dumb. I see what he's got. This is not going to go well for us. What's he throwing away there? Just more of the Axonils. Alright, so our Maximizer is gone. Oh, that was dumb. And I'm always drawing a lot of cards per turn. Sheoldred would have been really great. He's not going for the non-creatures. That is interesting. All right, got our Gex coming in. And number 3, auto pay. All right, so the question, if he goes for a non-creature spell, he'll take, what, a point of damage, something like that. We got him in a cool situation here. Down to 2. All right, here we go. I don't know what this does for us. Let's just go all in. He'll block all but 1. He's going to lose all of his guys. And we'll put out another lizard. Oh, I should have pumped it. I totally missed out on that. Life gain's not cool. That's 7. And he's got... Oh, he's blown smoke rings too. Good. All right, come on. If you play anything that's other than a creature, you're dead. And we win. Here we go. Bam! Oh, that was kind of lucky right there. Victory! All right, so we are with Rakdos Punisher. It was an interesting deck. It is exactly the kind that put me on edge the entire time. I never felt it was that great, and yet I had tremendous win rates with this deck. We'll talk about that. It was 83%. It was incredibly good. So let's just get to it then. Who was the MVP? Who was the most valuable player? It was Ojer Axonil. He was the guy that was the MVP because we had a lot of sources of damage being dealt. The only thing that was bad is that, like, Sheoldred wasn't affected by it, and the Iridescent Vinelasher wasn't affected by it. But we had a lot of, like, Mage, and the Magebane Lizard kept shooting ourselves with this one. That one was nasty. But we did have a number of red sources that dealt a lot of damage, and Axonil made sure that that was going to be at least 4 points of damage for each of their things rather than 1 or 2. And that is fantastic. So, yeah, I'm going to give it to Axonil. This guy was definitely the MVP of this particular deck. He is on the high side of 4, but 4 is very reasonable. We only had 22 lands. It was kind of hard to get them sometimes, but we can climb up to those pretty decently. And everything else started going really good at that point. All right, so MVP, that you are Ojer Axonil, Deepest Might. You're going to Disneyland. All right, was this deck competitive? Yeah, absolutely. It was totally competitive. I did not play it. I just played it on casual. Just because this deck had me set on edge. It didn't feel like it was doing well, yet it won the vast majority of the times. Vast majority of the time. Would it be okay on ranked? I don't know. You could try it there. It definitely has the potential to be that good. It's just, we'll talk about why I was not a fan of it to a certain degree in a little bit. All right, but yeah, it was definitely a competitive deck. Was this deck a fun deck? Yeah, I mean, it had its charms. I always like a good grind deck, which is where you're doing little bits of damage all the time, and this deck definitely had that going on. All the lizards love to just do 1z, 2z points of damage for various reasons. That is a wonderful grind deck, in my opinion. The only thing I didn't like is the fact that because it's all tied to creatures are easy to remove with a nice board wipe. I always liked a good grind deck that was based more on artifacts and enchantments, so it was much harder for your opponents to deal with it. Nobody's playing with enchantment wipes anymore like they used to. It's all creature based. Yeah, the Needlehead causing 1 point, Sheoldred causing 2. Yeah, there's tons of grind, and I did appreciate that. And if you take a look at the way this is left there, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is an aggro deck in that situation. You can get your guys out, and they're doing damage even though they're not doing damage. This guy is not, I guess, but this guy, maybe you get him out, and then you put down a line afterwards doing damage. But a lot of these guys on the second turn, you get things going. Gev, as soon as you put out another lizard spell, he's doing damage. So there's fast little bits of damage happening straight off the bat. A little bit of control in here. It was doing all right. But then beyond that, the deck became dangerous. It's like you needed your guys to sit out there, and you were kind of waiting for other stuff to happen. Like you were going to play more creatures or something. Or you're waiting for your opponent to play non-creature spells. All of that stuff you were kind of waiting for, and that's what put me on edge. I didn't have my own, path to victory in my own hands. I just kind of set up a bad environment for my opponents and watched them dance around it. And that made me very nervous. So it seemed like it could be aggro, but it got over. You got basically your opponents usually had creatures big enough to take out your creatures by mid game, and your guys just sat there being idiots for the most part. And you're just waiting for one point where you could do a bum rush. You'd lose almost all your dudes, but hopefully you got them down low enough that 2 or 3 points of damage would win the game. Thing is, it worked the vast majority of the time. So I guess it's a strategy it's worth pursuing. All right, was this deck interesting? Yeah. The deal was, I think I played Lizard Tribal a little while ago, and lizards are great. In fact, I didn't want to play Rakdos lizards just because it was just fairly static, and it was a good deck that people played, and I just got kind of bored with it. But the fact that this one cooked in some non-lizardy things, it was Axonil, really. That was the guy that really made the lizard shine. We had Sheoldred in here, which was weird, and the weird part is Sheoldred doesn't work with Axonil, so there's no combo between that. I've never seen this Hearthborn Battler before. He's pretty decent. I had 4 of them come out in a row. I was just going at people's throats with them because he's a hasty 2/3. And if they were trying to bounce him back or anything, when they cast their second spells doing additional damage, it was good. Oh yeah, we had the Needlehead in here. He's not any of the cards that this thing synergizes with, other than he does work really great with Axonil. All right. So, that's what made it interesting. It was Lizard Tribal with like a third of the deck being something not Lizard at all. And so it accentuated what Lizards like to do, which is grindy, single, double point damage, as well as then, playing its own game, which is continuing the Rakdos grind. All right, so it was definitely an interesting deck. All right, so let's add that all up. Let's see where we're at. Was this deck competitive? Absolutely, it was 83%. Was this deck fun? Ooh, at first, and then it became a nail biter. So I'm going to pull back on fun a little bit. And then lastly, was it interesting? Yeah, it totally was. All right, so if we add that up, this deck is a straight A deck. Straight A! And if you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the underground secret headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.